What is going on, everybody? My name is Nick, and this is the ROK Music Review. We're talking a little bit about some news. Of course, the topic of that is this specific video is going to be relating to the upcoming comeback from AoA, and I am looking forward to it. It's going to be good. Their previous release was awesome. They've always put out some pretty consistent and solid music, even though I'm not a big fan of the person who has produced the past ones. Not Good Luck, that was not produced by Brave Brothers, but the previous ones were, and it's been revealed. I've seen that one of the two songs that they're going to be releasing for their first ever full-length album, I believe it is going to be produced by Brave Sound, and that makes me sad. It makes me very, very sad because, well, not very, very sad. That's kind of an exaggeration because I guess that would kind of imply that like I really, really dislike the music that he writes and I just think that he's not very good in general, and that's not at all true because I really, really do. I really, really enjoy the music that he's written for AoA specifically, because that's kind of the topic. I just enjoy his music in general. But what makes me sad about that, hearing that, is that, he's released. They released what, three, four, five maybe songs, promotion songs written by him, leading up to their most recent album, and of course they sold like you wouldn't believe. They were smash hits and stuff, because that's what he does. That's what he writes. That's what they write. Brave Brothers writes like hits, and they sell, and that is that. And that's awesome. Like I said, the music is great. I definitely do enjoy it. The one thing that I hate about it is that it is so basic and like forgettable that as soon as something else comes along that like gets released the next week or the next day that's even half decent quality, I'm like, I'm done with AoA. I'm moving on to whoever this next group is. It doesn't even matter who it is. It could be some no-name group from a no-name company with the music video filmed on flip phones, and if the music is different and good, I'm finished with AoA. I'm done. Brave Brothers, you wrote a good song, but I'm just not interested anymore. Anything else is more interesting than the music that he writes, and that's what's got me sad. Like they went from him, they used him to build up their popularity. 4 Minute did the same thing. Many groups have done that, have gone that way. Used his music to I guess get them to solidify their place in K-pop, give them some popularity, get them some exposure, give them some hits, I guess you can say, to increase their presence in the scene, in the genre. And he does that, and he did that with AoA. But then they went with something that was a bit different. I guess a composer whoever wrote their most recent song, and that song was unique, it was different, it stood out, it was a bit of a throwback, a little bit of an older feel, or a bit of a throwback, I guess you can say, to their debut sound and all that stuff, their whole band concept that they had at that time. And it was awesome and it was different. The only thing though is that of course it was different and it was not, I guess, basic, and so then people didn't buy it as much, it seems, as far as like when the little teeny amount of research I did into sales and downloads and stuff like that, is that Good Luck at the most recent numbers just didn't sell anywhere near as good as the song before that, which is kind of sad as far as what I think, because I think that was probably the best song from them of like maybe of their entire career. But that's just the kind of the nature of the business. You got to make money to stay alive, and you got to sell music, you got to sell downloads to stay alive or to make money. And if your new creative awesome kind of song just isn't getting the downloads, isn't raking in the cash, then you got to be like, we gotta do something a little bit maybe different to bring in the music, to bring in the money. And Brave Brothers is the one that AoA is going to once again, to at least have one of the two songs that they're going to be promoting their new album with to be something that they can rely on to make money and for people to actually like, or to be widely accepted, I should say, because lots of people like their last album, their last song as well. I loved it. It was really, really awesome. but they're going back to Brave Brothers for one of the two songs. That makes, and like I said, that makes me sad because like the song is going to be, as far as my preference and what I'm expecting it to be, which I could be completely wrong about that, or what it's going to be like, but I'm expecting, right, that the one song that Brave Brothers is going to have is going to be super generic and bland, still good, but the first week of 2017 is packed with awesome girl groups, and I think that AoA, as far as the music that I'm going to listen to and how I'm going to look at it, is going to just be pushed down to the bottom. Well, I should say this specific Brave Sound song, or Brave Brothers song, is going to be pushed down to the bottom, beneath the rest of these groups that are going to release their songs. At least one of them is going to be unique and interesting compared to the rest, and it's just gonna that's really it. The upside to that, like I said, is that not only do we have another promotion song that's going to be coming with this one, which is going to hopefully be written by somebody else, so that's going to be interesting. But the album tracks from AoA have always been really, really good, and they've definitely been, of any album that they've released, there's been one song on there that has been, one that I've gone back to and listened to more frequently than their promotion song. Like their album tracks, just for me, just have more longevity and more, and they're more interesting and they're more unique compared to the rest of the releases in K-pop than their promotion tracks are. And the last album wasn't really that different, although the difference was not as drastic, where I didn't like drop the promotion track in like a week and continue listening to the album tracks. Like I still really like the promotion track from the last album, and I still do listen to it frequently, but I also do love the album track. So that's really all that I have got to say about that. I am disappointed, just to recap it, I'm disappointed that they're going with Brave Brothers for one of their two promotion tracks for their upcoming full album, just because the music that he writes tends to be pretty basic, and I drop it. It's like, it's good, but I move on as soon as something that's new and different and more unique comes around. So that song, for me, is going to get forgotten in the first week, within the first week of the year, and that's very, very sad. But I do have hope that the rest of the songs are going to be interesting and cool, especially the other promotion tracks. So fingers crossed that this upcoming comeback from AoA is one that I can actually, that I can say without a doubt that I am in love with, and that I really, really like, just like I did with the previous one. So like I said, that's all I got, and a little recap there. So the question that I have got for you for this video is basically, I don't know, what do you think? How much do you like the Brave Brothers music that he's written for AoA, or that they have written for AoA? Because I know that a lot of people like them. A lot of people have turned his little call out thing in AoA and how he's integrated all that with the group into a little bit of an internet meme, which if I was a producer, I don't know how I would feel about that, but you gotta take what you can get. So that's, like I said, all that I've got. Answer that question that I've got, that I just asked you, down in the comments below, or if you really want to, over through Twitter. I got links to my Twitter profile and a bunch of other stuff that you should check out down below. So that is going to be it for this video. As always, I'm going to thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time.